Alrighty guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my channel and my name's Pete. What are we doing today? Well, we're down here at Dixon Field and we're going to take a walk down the trail. I've got some new gear that I want to show you, and of course we're going to go fishing. So what do you say we do this? Alrighty guys, as you can see, I've got my Italian rucksack and I now have a frame on it. We'll discuss that when we get to the fishing holes. Let's go fishing. That's right guys, had another suck your thumb moment. I don't know what it is with these suck your thumb moments, but I've been getting them lately. So, I come down here to go fishing, had a great day of fishing. Made a new friend, enjoyed fishing with you today, Don, I really did. Great conversation and good fishing. I caught a bodacious gar that was probably in the 40-inch range. It's on film even, but excuse the dry throat. But I had a suck my thumb moment. Come out here, I was wanting to show off my new pack. Well, it fucking failed almost immediately. What happened was this strap pulled out. So what I did was I took a piece of paracord and tied it to the bottom, tied it to a carabiner, tied it to the frame, and taped it off a little bit so it still works. Could have just cried and dragged the fucking pack back to the truck, right? But no, I fixed it. That's why you carry duct tape with you and other odds and ends. But new backpacking frame and backpack setup, take two. Alrighty guys, welcome back to 1822 MC Adventures and More. This is my second attempt at making this video. I have a new pack frame that I've put my rucksack on. So what do you say we take a little walk down the trail and I'll stop somewhere and I'll tell you all about it. And of course, as soon as I turn the camera on, the wind picks up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have my microphone on because my camera's attached to my pack strap. Today I'm at Haywood Landing and it will be high tide and probably about 3 more hours, so the water should be coming up considerably thanks to little Debbie throwing her little hissy fit. But let's take a walk down the trail, and as you can see, this area is the picnic area. That's why it's nice and clean. Nobody comes down here and goes picnicking. So let's hit the trail that's behind the outhouse and let's walk down the trail and find a place to sit. Yeah, I don't come to Haywood Landing too often, guys, but it's a nice place. And they got a We Talk Trail sign up since I've been here last, and I don't remember that marker. Good work, guys, good work. And I can't believe that this campsite is clean. This place here is usually trash, but it's nice and clean. Way to go, guys. All right, so it's 3 miles to the next road, which is Long Point Road. Well, we ain't walking 3 miles because that means I'm walking 6 miles. And when I walk down this trail, it makes me think, man, I sure would like to be a rule bender like most people are. Not that I'd want to leave garbage out here, but I know I could ride my motorcycle down this trail. It sure would be easier than me hiking. Another trail marker. That's nice. I mean, it's a pretty well-worn trail right here, but as you can see, guys, you get off trail. It doesn't take much to get lost. And because of all the rain that we have had, I am sure that there's a lot of little critters that are displaced, like snakes and turtles and whatnot. So I need to kind of keep my eyes extra open right now. Well, that's storm damage there. That'll be firewood next year. Now here's a potential campsite right here. Plenty of trees to hang a hammock. Probably another one falling down from the storm. That one's pretty rotted, so that's probably burnable as is. You're a little rotted on the inside there, but I'm sure there's still good wood there. Alright, let's see what this campsite looks like. This one looks like hell. I don't even have to walk over there. I can see this is shit. And I gave this place a very, very thorough cleaning. I'd have to look in my playlist a year or two ago. And of course we have the proverbial broken chair and beer cans and food cans. Way to go, hikers. Way to make yourself look like fucking retards. Alrighty, because I know where I'm at, we're gonna go off trail a little bit. Walk down to the water. And because it's nice and sunny here, I would suggest to myself that I keep a close eye out for snakes, knowing that fucking copperheads and timber rattlers, which are very prevalent around here, will blend right into my surroundings. Oh boy, what do we have here, guys? Another case of fucktardism. Broken chair, of course. Have no idea what that crap is. Definitely the workings of a fucking amateur. Fucking idiots. Ooh, a quarter. Thank you very much. A dime. Thank you even more. Found 35 whole cents. Yip-ee. Fucking garbage bag would cost more than 35 cents to clean this shit up. Fuckheads. I suppose that might still work. Still shit. Boy, that breeze sure does feel good, guys. Looks like somebody may have put a new rope down here on the rope swing. What do you know? Normally this place here is trashed. It's actually clean. I guess the storm must have washed it away, right? It's clean enough to camp here. I'll be danged. Yeah, there is a new rope out there. And it is low tide. tide's coming up, so this water is going to get deeper shortly. Well, let me set up camp. Really? You couldn't have done that up there at the fucking parking lot where there's garbage cans? Fucking dickweed. Alrighty guys, a quick look at this before I unpack it. I have a like 1970s style aluminum pack frame, and I'll show you that later. And I took my Italian rucksack and I attached it to said frame. And then I took a couple of cargo nets and attached them to the frame so I have extra storage. So let me take my tripod off and my ground cloth and whatnot, and we'll talk about what I've done so far and what I need to do to make this complete. See ya in a minute. Alrighty guys, hopefully I am in the camera. In the event that I'm not, what do you say I pull a tarp out, we'll lay it on the ground here and we'll start talking about my new setup. Now, pin this down a couple seconds. And of course, for those of you that are wondering, this is my River Country Products ground cloth. I've had it for quite a while. I definitely use it when I go hammock camping to put underneath my hammock so my feet don't get dirty. And when I'm taking my 2.2 Trekker tent out, I use it as a ground cloth. And when I go fishing and whatnot, it's a picnic mat. And that's what it is today, I guess. All right, so there you go. Let's rearrange the camera and get down to our discussion. All right, guys, so in no particular order, I'll be talking about this. And to start with, this here is my Italian rucksack, and a vintage one at that. If you follow the channel, you've seen me use this before, you've seen me waterproof it, you've seen me review it. Just go back through the archives, it's there somewhere. And so what I did was I attached it to this frame, and I'll show you the frame later. But I attached it to the frame, and then I took these cargo nets and I zip tied the cargo nets to the top of the frame, and I've got a piece of cordage here on either side so I can strap this on so I have more storage, because there's not a molly setup on this. It's too old for that, and there's Alice gear, same routine as before Alice gear. So I have these two nice big pockets, and just to let you know how big this one here is, got my camera rag. I've got like a, I don't know, it's 1.5 liters or so bottle of water. And then I also have my Yeti water bottle. Now, for the record, I don't think two shits are a fuck about Yeti, but I found this at a boat ramp. Someone left it there. I ain't that proud. So I took it home and I disinfected it and cleaned it and put some stickers on it, and it's mine. And I will say this, it is a good product. I wouldn't buy one, but it's a good product. Oh, and of course, just in case I need it, I got a little twine in there. And there's room for more stuff in there, but I got a big water bottle, a little water bottle, some cordage, and a rag, right? Over here, insect spray, gas bottle, gas stove, eating tools. Come on now. My Hungarian mess kit, and lunch is inside of the mess kit. I like the idea that this here mess kit slides right down in there like that. And then I can put a gas bottle in here, along with my little stove, some tools, some insect dope, and there's still room for more. I'm just being generous today. I mean, just because it's a big pocket doesn't mean you got to fill it up, right? So on this here cargo net, I had this attached to my shoulder strap as I was coming out here, and when I'm leaving, I'll be having it back on the shoulder strap for a little point of view, right? Something like that. That might not be the right verbiage. And I have my, don't mean to sound like a NASCAR driver, but my River Country Products cup. This bag here happens to be full of camera gear, and this right here is, believe it or not, fishing gear. We'll talk about that later. I got this here, River Country Products trekking pole, the same place I got this pack frame. Not River Country Products, as much as I like that company, but my friend Eddie, he gave me this walking stick. I gave him a really nice white oak walking stick that used to be my flagpole. I retired it, put a rubber tip on it, and called a walking stick now. But so he gave me this, and he also gave me this frame because he likes to say he's getting ready to retire, and him and his wife are downsizing. He's got a nice house. They're talking about moving into a smaller place, and of course what that means is you got to get rid of a lot of the junk you've acquired over the years. Not that I mean to put his business out here on YouTube, but that's what he told me, so that's how I ended up with this. But he told me he acquired this frame. I forget where he said he got it. And then he just pieced together some stuff, made a frame, and he said it just never really fit him right. And he was going to throw it away. And I was like, well, let me look at it a second. So I slid it on, and I was like, you know, I think I can work with this. It doesn't feel too bad. So he gave it to me. And the first time I took it out, that's why I said at the beginning, take two, right? The straps broke. I had it all loaded down. I had a fishing pole on here, and I had a whole day's worth of adventure ready to go. And I'm walking down the trail, and then I kind of took a breath and expanded my chest a little bit, and the strap popped right down here. And I was like, son of a... So I took some paracord and I lashed strap, and I finished out my day, but didn't feel like talking about the pack. Not much anyways. And so I took it home and I made some improvements. And this frame is a work in progress. So far, I'm loving it. I still have some adjustments to make on it. But Eddie, I really appreciate it. It's exactly what I need. So before I wander off again, all right. So what my friend did was he put a couple of like barrel doodads, I forget what you call them, in a washer, and some rings. I'll probably replace these rings with cotter keys, and then a couple of shackles and some straps. Now, he was quite shocked when I told him that these straps broke. He bought these, I think he said on Amazon or someplace like that. They're supposed to be premium backpacking straps. Well, maybe if you're going to walk around with 10 pounds on your back. And when these broke, I probably had, don't know for sure, but I had around 35, 40 pounds, normal load. And like I said, I kind of flexed a little bit and I popped one of the straps. So I got to looking at them, and what they are is they're a nice pad, and then they had the fabric pushed up in there, and they had sewn it. That's why it wouldn't hold for shit. It was held by thread. So what I did was I put some nuts, bolts, and washers on the stress points, and I only had 3 sets. So what I did over here was I took my hole punch, put a couple holes in everything, and run the cordage through, right? So now these straps are good to go again, and it has a military style web belt, and it's all attached down here with some bolts, washers, and wing nuts. I think I'm going to do away with the wing nuts because I'm pretty sure the way it's set up right now, if I sat it on my motorcycle, it would scratch the crap out of the fenders. So we've got to see if we can't adjust that. But it's got this little pad here. And what I did basically was I disconnected my straps at the bottom of my rucksack. I wrapped them around a couple of times around the frame, run it back through the frame, wrapped it around a couple more times, and then attached it back to the rucksack. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but so far, you know, it's kind of a do-it-yourself thing, but it seems to be holding up quite well other than the straps breaking. Like I said, I've got a few more things I plan on doing with this, but I'm liking it because ever since I had gotten my rucksack, I'd always thought, you know, if I could get a frame on here, and at the time I was thinking some kind of like a European Alpine type frame or something. I was thinking, man, I'd have quite the setup. And now, lo and behold, I got an American style, to me anyways, that's what I'd call it, 1970s style frame. And I say 1970s style because when I was a Boy Scout, I had a frame just about like this with a pack on it. Except the pack came up a little higher and there was more space underneath. Don't really have a lot of space on the bottom here. I got about 4 inches, so I could probably roll up a tarp or something on the bottom. But I do have all this nice space up here to strap stuff to. But all in all, I think this is a great thing. I'm just going to be tweaking it as we go along, and I'm probably eventually going to end up getting some new straps for it. Maybe some Alice straps or something similar. I'm not sure. I'm just going to have to investigate. I haven't done that yet, but I will. Well, guys, we're out of time. I still got some errands I have to run. I need to get out of the forest and go to town, pick up some chicken feed and whatnot. Not that it matters to anybody, but I got things to do, so I'm cutting this short. I wanted to make lunch, but I don't have time, so I am going to put the tripod back on my pack. I'll clip the camera to a strap, and we'll take the trail by the river on out of here. So, see you in a few. Alrighty guys, I'm all strapped up. Let's take one last look. It's beautiful, ain't it? And now, some of you would probably think normally I would bitch about the nails and boards in that tree and the rope swinging from it. Not a chance. It brings back good memories to me as a kid. If you got a river with a hole deep enough for a rope swing, have at it. That being said, let's get out of here. Ain't this beautiful? Now you know why I complain so much about litter. Why would you want to spoil this? Yeah, I was kind of halfway expecting this area of the trail to be extremely muddy or probably underwater. But guess not. Guess because we're a little further down the river. But like I said, it's still low tide. It won't be high tide for another an hour or so. And I'd say normally it probably comes up to about right there. So it's got a little ways to go. Got a nice stump to sit on. That's awesome. Nice little spot here. Spanish moss hanging off the trees over there. Gorgeous, ain't it? Well, let's walk up to the campsite. Yeah, of course, it's pretty easy to find, ain't it? Well, not too bad. Beer can, pie pans, water bottle, miscellaneous junk. About normal. About normal. Let's get out of here. Here we are back up on the hill, and it appears we got somebody out here fishing, or just geogawking. Well, whatever he's doing it on a motorcycle, so it's okay with me. Alright guys, one last look. Nice parking lot with extra gravel. Dual outhouse, as in man and woman. Clearly marked Weetop Trail. Beautiful picnic area. And a boat landing down there. Haywood Landing. Yeah, great place to have a picnic. Just don't leave no garbage, please. Right there's bear canisters. See that, guys? Boys and girls. And handicap accessible for those that have issues. There's concrete all the way through here. Concrete goes over there to the boat ramp. And it goes over there to the edge of the parking lot. So if you have issues, you should be able to make it to the can. And that looks like a game warden truck over yonder. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. He ain't got a tag on his trailer. That's odd. If it is a game warden, nothing like leading by example, eh? Alrighty, well, let me get this pack off. And I will say it's pretty comfortable. I don't have a whole lot of weight on it, but like I was saying, I don't have a whole lot of weight on it, but felt pretty good. I would like to get some kind of a padded belt. I mean, this is nice, but it's not exactly what you want if you're going to do serious hiking. I do believe my fix is going to work just fine for this. And there's a close-up of what I did over here. Punched a couple holes through the fabric and the webbing. Run some paracord, and it's reflective at that. Run it through there and tied a knot. Should be just fine. Ran the straps around the frame twice and ran them down, wrapped them around the bottom tube, and then hooked it back to the pack. And there's a back pad, kidney pad, whatever you call that. Oh, and the cargo netting, I did in fact zip tie that to the frame. I didn't want it to go nowhere. And then this here cordage here hooks to the net to keep it stable, and then here on the bottom, you probably can't see it, is the plastic hooks to the cargo net. I think that cargo net is a great idea. So with that being said, guys, next time you see me, hopefully we'll be in the woods, right? Talk to you later. Well, one last time, I had to let you look at the front of it. Tripod, ground cloth, cup, camera bag, fishing box, all strapped in there with a cargo net. Alright guys, hopefully, like I said, next time I'll see you in the woods. Well guys, let me roll the window down so maybe you can see it better. I stand corrected on the trailer. That is the game warden's truck, but his tag is attached to the side of the trailer. I didn't know you could do that, but cool, huh?